Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's happened again. Another unfortunate active shooter occurrence has occurred. And quite honestly, I stopped keeping track. I stopped updating the statistics in my active shooter presentation training that I do because it's just too much to keep updating every single year statistics handed down by the FBI or even the gunviolence.org website. It's too many incidents that we're having. But what this video here is going to focus on today is the individual, right? I waited to, right? Typically, what you want to do, you want to wait until all the facts surrounding the case have been established or publicized by an official um, police spokesperson, public relations, things like that, media officer. But so far, it appears that there was an armed bystander on scene there at the In N Out location that had actually engaged in a firefight, engaged the shooter, pushed the shooter back away from the area, impeded, delayed the shooter, saving precious time, saving lives in any event, right? So this is why it's important. If any of you out there have a concealed carry permit, you need to be carrying wherever you go and wherever it's legal to do so. Not just carry, but you need to train consistently with your firearm, right? In a situation like this, and if you were forced to have to interact and engage an active shooter and you just threw rounds all over the place, that's not helping anyone. But if you were proficient in which, in your demonstration of presenting and engaging, you can save lives. You can delay, you can push back, impede a shooter until law enforcement can get there. This is why it's important to carry and train. Unfortunately, a lot of people lost their life at this incident once more, which is sad in and of itself. But this, it's not going to change any. You can take all of the guns. People still will get guns. There's absolutely no way to take all of the guns off the street. Now, what had happened? People started making 3D printed guns. I mean, people will find a way. Evil will find a way, right? So you have to have the tools, the skills, the training, equipment necessary to push back on evil, right? You have to. You have to train. It's very important. Now, this guy has a silencer on his handgun there, and that's something I've never seen somebody carry concealed with a silencer. But silencer nonetheless, he did the job. I don't have any other specifics that I can accurately report on, right? There's a name that's buzzing around. I'm not going to put any names or anything out there. You can go out and look at it for yourself of who this, let's call him a hero is, reported hero, or let's say alleged hero till all the facts come out. But he had the stones to put himself in this situation, and he likely saved a lot of lives, right? I looked at some of the videos from the shooter, the criminal, the crazy person. He's just shooting indiscriminately at people, shooting into cars, da 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 da, right? So, again, if you are a concealed carry pistol permit holder, you need to carry in this day and age where it's legal to do so, and you need to train, right? If you're feeling, not to put a plug in for myself, but if you need build that confidence, right? You just purchased a gun, or you had a gun you haven't shot in a long time, or even if you're armed security, police, regular civilian, and you need advanced level training, including the basics, you can come to Mississippi Security Training Center, right? I train hundreds of students, right? Law enforcement, military, corrections, armed security, civilians. I do it all. right? And I can get you to where you need to be or where you will be comfortable at to further advance your skills. So that's just something to think about, right? And some people will say more guns are not the answer. Hey, look, in some situations, more guns are the answer. More guns, legal guns in the hands of sane people who are qualified, who have been vetted, and who have extensively trained and continue to train. It's not go to the shooting range once or twice a year. Do you know how many times I go to the shooting range? Do you know how many times other instructors go to the shooting range? Right? It's hundreds of times we engage in training occurrences, going to the shooting range, shooting in our backyard, shooting on the simulator, going doing this, doing that, shoot house, right? But you can't compare yourself to an instructor. Let me just get off that topic. But as a regular person, you need to train consistently. You need to train consistently. This way, if something like this happens, you can protect yourself and others in defensive use of a handgun, right? So we'll wait for all the facts to come out about this case, but preliminary speaking, it appears that this person was a hero. And I just wish more people were like this person as it's been reported. And we got to do something about gun violence in this country. What I want to know is the amount of these active shooter incidents that are occurring, whether these are licensed pistol permit gun holders, assault weapon registration, whether they have all that or not, or whether they're illegal guns. Right. So until all the facts come out, we'll just sit tight. Be safe out there. Again, train, train, train. Carry and train. Carry where it's legal to do so, and always train. Never stop.